Hello everybody, this is BScat100 and welcome back to some more BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extend. In the previous episode we had finished up Ragna's story, which left us on quite a cliffhanger. We finally reached fighting Hazama, and yet nothing that we did really seemed to matter. He has already completed his task and converted Noel into the ultimate weapon. And that's where we're left off. So, in this episode, we're going to find out what exactly happened to Noel between the beginning of our adventure, where we saw her on the rooftop, and the end, where she became, well, the ultimate weapon. Hopefully we'll fill in some holes here. If you like what you see, leave a like down below, comment if you have anything to say, subscribe to me if you haven't already, and share it with your friends so they can join in on this adventure. Let's get going. Desperation.
Seriously, what is wrong with that man? I can't believe the nerve of him. He doesn't have to say things like that to me. Did I do something wrong?
Noel continues to slowly push herself back and forth on the swing. Tinged with sadness, Noel's voice carries through the cool air to every corner of the small park she's in. A young soldier of NOL, Noel was truly confused.
No, I didn't. I know I didn't. At least, I think I didn't. But what I said to him as I left... No, it's nothing. I just thought we could talk for a while.
Why would I waste my breath?
Why do you have to say it that way?
Just go away.
Okay. Ragna the Blood Edge. I will go this time. But when we meet each other again, it will be as enemies.
Well, she wasn't technically wrong about that.
Seriously though, you didn't have to be so rude to me.
Lost in her thoughts, Noel kicks at a small stone. Noel felt almost like a little girl with a crush, especially considering the way she kept getting flustered and upset over each conversation.
No. That's not it. That's definitely not it. Definitely not. I think... Noel, pull yourself together. Ragna the Blood Edge is your enemy. I know that, but... Why do I... Enough of this! I need to focus on something else. Speaking of something else, why did Major Kisaragi...
You irritating little... Why must you stand in my way?
Why do I have to? That reminds me. There's something strange about Major Kisaragi too. Rachel keeps spouting cryptic nonsense. And that new girl. Since when did this begin happening?
What should I do now? There were no more stones left at Noel's feet.
Excuse me, you're Lieutenant Noel Vermillion, correct?
Surprised by the officer's sudden appearance, Noel jumped to her feet.
Yes! Excuse me. Yes, I am Lieutenant Noel Vermillion. I'm terribly sorry. It's just that I was thinking...
I come on behalf of the Praetorian Guard of the NOL. We're experiencing a great deal of interference above the 13th hierarchical city of Kagutsuchi right now. So I've come to give you your orders directly.
Yes, thank you very much. Is it okay if I check them now?
Yes.
Orders to return?
Indeed. You've been ordered to put your mission on hold and return to headquarters immediately.
Wait a second! Major Jin Kisaragi is still at large. And what are you gonna do about the search for Ragna the Blood Edge?
I'm afraid I can't answer either of your questions, Lieutenant. I do not have access to that information.
I apologize.
Right.
The female officer let out a deep sigh. Sighing is something that everyone does from time to time, but how could she let one slip at it like this? Noelle suddenly opened her eyes.
You'll never change, will you, Noel? You really can't be serious, right? I mean, come on. You honestly don't know who this is? It's me, Noelle.
Removing her mask, the familiar gaze of her beautiful hazel eyes ran through Noelle like a jolt. The girl let out an amused chuckle at the surprised expression on Noelle's face.
Ma?
Makoto! I've missed you so much!
Unable to contain her happiness and joy any longer, Noelle leapt at Makoto and crushed her in a hug. Noelle couldn't help but let her emotions of anxiety and doubt overflow her in the form of tears. Makoto gently patted Noelle's face. Nice art. It was only moments ago that Makoto's uniform was a cold symbol of NOL authority, but now it was a shining beacon of hope, comfort, and friendship. A few minutes later, Noel and Makoto have sat down next to each other on the swing set in the park. Noel told Makoto everything that was on her mind, about Ragna, Jin, as well as what happened in the dark depths of Kagutsuchi. However, she left out any mention of Hazuma.
And that's what happened.
Wow. It sounds like you've been through a lot recently.
Yeah. I just didn't know what to do. And thinking by myself, Oh, I'm so glad you came, Makoto. Thank you so much.
Oh, right. Yeah, but putting that aside for now, Noel.
What's the matter, Makoto?
I should expect nothing less from the ministerial secretary of Major Jin Kisaragi. Her true identity? A secret agent that takes on covert operations. Your explanation was really very informative, but are you sure it's okay to tell me all this? I mean, shouldn't information like this be classified?
Oh my god! Please forget I said anything, Makoto! Seriously, forget it! I'm really sorry!
Well, I suppose it's okay. I just need to keep my mouth shut now, right? And that was very like you, Noel. I'm glad you haven't changed.
Very... like me?
To those who know her, Noelle was naturally a klutz and prone to emotional outbursts. That's what made her so endearing to most. But these qualities were awkward for a member of the Praetorian Guard.
But, Makoto, what are you doing in Kagutsuchi? Don't tell me you came all the way over here to see me!
That's exactly right. Is what I would like to tell you. But unfortunately, I'm here on duty. To tell you the truth, we actually can't get a hold of anyone in the Kagutsuchi branch of the NOL, so I was sent here to investigate. Since I was already here, though, I figured I'd stop by and say hi to you, too.
I see. Speaking of which, when I arrived at the branch, there was nobody there.
Huh?
I thought that was a little strange, but my thoughts were going in so many directions at the time.
I see.
Makoto? What's the matter?
Oh, it's nothing, really. It's just that the entire organization has been off as of late. Especially Captain Hazuma. I never know what he's thinking or what he's up to.
Captain Hazuma?
What's the matter, Noel? Are you okay?
Yeah, it was just, it just got a little cold.
If you say so. Sorry, Noel, but I have to get going. It looks like I'm going to be busier than I thought.
Makoto? You're leaving already? No, it's nothing. And good luck, okay?
Noel, seriously, are you sure you're okay?
Don't worry about me, Makoto. I'll be fine. But what's the matter with you, Makoto?
Oh no, it's nothing. Noel, do your best, alright? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I heard Major Kisaragi is recuperating at the sickbay in one of the NOL's airships. Why don't you go find him and talk things over?
The very sick bay. The like. Okay, let's face it, he's actually in the psychological ward. Yeah, that makes sense.
That sounds like a good idea. Maybe I'll do that.
And...
Yes?
no, never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, the NOL ship is docked at Port 5 right now, so you'd better hurry. And one last thing. Try to stay away from Captain Hazama, okay? Anyway, I'll see you around. Bye-bye, Noel!
Methinks Makoto knows more than she's letting on.
Let's see. Port 5. Ah, here it is.
Oh. Hearing someone moan, Noel quickly scanned the area, looking for its source.
Carl? What happened to you?
Miss Noel? Please don't worry about me. It's nothing, really.
Well, last that we saw of Carl, he got his ass kicked by Ragna, but fucking doll countered. So it's either he's still not recovered from that, or something else happened to him.
Nothing? Carl, you've been hurt badly. Now tell me what happened to you.
Really, it's nothing. Please, leave me.
Do you really expect me to just leave you here? No. What is this ringing in my head?
Sis,
I'm not sure who's talking right now. Memories are flowing into me.
sis?
I remember pain, sadness, loneliness, agony.
Sis?
Sis. Oh, sis.
Did you do this to her, Father? Where are you? Father! Give me back my sister.
These are Carl's memories?
Oh.
Why am I the power of an observer? I'm...
Suddenly, Noel felt an urgent warning coming from Bulwark. Noel immediately reacted and almost reflexively leapt backward. Where Noel was just moments ago, Nirvana's powerful robotic arms had smashed it to the ground.
What? You could have killed me! But... no. How could... I...
Sis, thank you. Yeah, of course. Miss Noel is an enemy. I see it now. All right, let's get started.
Okay. Just jumping right into battle here, huh?
The battle credit starting. Level 1. Action.
That is actually kind of cool. The fact that Carl was at partial health because he because he was hurt beforehand. There are a couple times when that actually happens in this game so far that I didn't point out.
Guess it was too much to hope for. Especially with all of these injuries. Sis, please, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just...
Carl!
Bulwark disengages from a combative stance, no longer sending signals to Noel. As Bulwark's influence fades, Noel's personality begins to reassert itself.
That doll, it's not going to move, is it?
Noel put down on her lower lip, trying to get herself under control. Regardless of the fact that Carl had attacked her, she felt that she had to take responsibility for everything that has happened.
Carl, please try to hold on. I'll...
Stop right there, villain. Let evil run in fear, for International Ninja Bang Shishigami is here.
Interesting.
What?
You there! How could you? Of course, I know better than any man that a duel is a duel. But this child was injured. And was a child! How could you do this to a child? Oh, my ears burn when they hear the lies of fiends. Carl, you must be strong. I, Bang Shishigami, will avenge you.
Hold on. Okay, so I'm kind of a little... Oh, wait. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. It's like talking to a wall. I need to calm down.
What should I do? This man definitely misunderstood what happened. I wonder if I can try and convince him. No. You must try your hardest, Noel.
So, as I've already made clear by now, I'm using a guide to get through these. This is actually kind of interesting because you can choose whether to fight Tager, or excuse me, to fight Bang or to withdraw in this one. For the purpose of everything, I'm actually going to fight him, but yeah, no, if you pick option 2, you just completely skip this fight altogether.
Please, just listen to me. I'm actually an acquaintance of Carl, and, we went to the same military academy.
Ha! You think I would believe such a poorly constructed lie? Clearly, you are as evil as you are transparent. I find Master Carl lying on the ground gravely wounded, and what do I see before him? An officer of the library with pistols drawn. What happened here is as clear as the sky on a clear day.
That is why... I mean, I'm trying to explain. Please, just listen.
Look at yourself. At a loss for words, I see. Many lose their nerve when facing Bang Shishigami.
That's why I'm telling you this. You've got it all wrong. Even I'm not even quite sure what happened here.
Ha-ha! Your desperation shows. Now you try to play dumb to escape this situation. You forget, I am a ninja among ninja. I am Bang Shishigami. Your pathetic attempts to poison my mind will not succeed.
How come it feels like I'm talking to a wall?
Finished playing games, are you? Well then, I shall let you feel the strength of the Hammer of Justice.
Oh, enough of this! Sir, I guess I will have to calm you down the hard way.
Noel literally just took the fuck it option. Okay. Wait, what?
The battle is starting.
Oh, that's cool.
Level 1. Action.
So, as usual, just need to win here. Like Kokanoe said, a couple episodes ago, we don't need to purposely lose for most of these, so that makes these a lot easier.
is the new
Combo
champion.
complete.
What the?
Hey, Vinny!
Stop right there! You... What are you? I sense no killing intent from you. You are very difficult to fight.
Please, will you at least try to listen? I wasn't the one who inflicted those injuries on Carl. I was actually trying to help him when his doll suddenly attacked me, and So, I am... Anyway, I'm not the one at fault.
I see. Yes, as I suspected all along. You have the aura of one of Ikaruga's legendarily perfect women. I knew you could not be at fault.
Don't me! Jeez! That's what I was trying to tell you all along!
Well, now that your true nature is revealed, this fight is meaningless. I must take Master Carl to the infirmary as soon as possible.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing myself.
Yes. Yes. I will be going to the clinic now, but would you care to accompany me?
Okay. So, let's just put it out there. The pattern I'm going to follow for all of these, if I can, is go the humorous route, the bad ending, and then the true ending route. That's going to be the pattern for this game. So, the horrible sounds of hunger break the silence. The hideous sound of hunger cut off all anxiety. Noel, Carl, and Bang all turned to look at each other.
Oh, you certainly got me with that one.
Of course. Master Bang, I believe I have a saying that fits our current predicament to the letter.
Oh?
You can't fight a war on an empty stomach. Correct?
Truer words were never spoken. What do you say, Miss Noel? Shall we call a truce and take a short break?
That sounds like a good idea, actually. To be perfectly honest, I'm not really in the mood to fight right now.
Excellent. What do you say we get something to eat?
Hey! How about we go grab some Chinese food? I know this great little place in Orient Town.
That sounds amazing!
Count my sister in two.
I personally recommend the Kagutsuchi pufferfish simmered in peppers and spices. I have to warn you though, it's really spicy. I mean, oh dear God, levels of spiciness, but there's so much deliciousness hidden within the pain.
Outrageous! That sounds delicious. I, Bang Shishigami, shall defeat this legendary puffing fish.
Oh man, Noel, you are on the same level as me. Gotta love that spicy food, but you know that it's gonna backfire. That's how I get my Thai food.
I believe that I too will try that dish.
I don't know about that, Carl. It is pretty spicy. Are you sure you'll be okay?
Miss Noel, please. I'm hardly a child. More or less.
I'm sorry.
No matter. To Orient Town!
Let's go! There it is! I see it! That's the Chinese place I was recommending.
What's this?
I wonder what that sound was.
You no dare run away! Stop! You come back here, fiend!
You've got to be kidding me. Actually, you know, I don't. It could be Tao. It could also be Ragna.
Wasn't that...
I don't think that was Tao. That was one of the Kaka clan, though.
Huh? It looks like Tao, but not like Tao. My mind is overwhelmed.
We'll figure it out later. Right now, let's go see what happened. That's just so horrible. Why would anyone do such a thing?
Somebody! Anybody! Is there anyone here who make Chinese food? Or at least fake it convincingly? Anyone? Anyone?
Excuse me, ma'am?
Oh, you a customer? I sorry for not take your order right now. Could you come back at later time? You see, this lump of beaten flesh was the chef.
The man who the waitress was pointing at wasn't in very good shape, or at least not in any identifiable shape. He also didn't appear to be moving.
What exactly happened to him?
Oh, this? A customer wearing a hood with cat ears attached barged into kitchen. It was complete mess after that.
A hood with cat ears?
I can see Miss Kitty wreaking havoc in the restaurant.
But beating somebody to a pulp?
We pleaded for it to stop destroying kitchen, but he kept saying "Tao, tao, 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 tao," and ignored what would we say.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that one of the Tao clones that we faced last game? I just remembered all of the Tao clones, like the robotic Taos, were red. Did they really bring that back for this real? Oh, Jesus Christ.
It only said towel? That does seem rather strange. And oddly enough, totally out of character.
I did feel a strange feeling when I saw the creature from behind.
Huh? What was that, sis? Miss Noel, Master Bang? According to my sister, it wasn't the cat girl from the village who did this. Oh, and she also asks that you pay attention when she speaks.
Then, what could it be?
She has no clue at all, I'm afraid.
Don't tell me the chef was attacked by this Tao monster as well.
Of course not. What happened to Chef was pathetic. As we clean up carnage, he slipped on half-cooked Peking duck. He broke both hands and legs. Oh, baby, tragic.
Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Never would I have imagined that one could slip on a Peking duck. I doubt even my ninja training could prepare me for such a thing.
Now, sis, that was just mean. Comically accurate, but mean. Now that's just going too far. It's bad enough that you're making jokes at the poor man's expense, but must you do so with that arrogant smirk on your face as well?
Huh? Master Carl, what did your sister say?
Huh? Oh, yes. She just asked, what does a chef who slips on a duck and the Kagutsuchi Seether have in common?
Yes? Yes? And the answer?
Master Bang, you disappoint me. The answer is, of course.
Oh God, let me do it! I want to do it!
Huh?
You'll do it? What on earth could you be referring to?
The cooking! I can cook! I'll take over for your chef until he regains the use of his limbs. Mr. Bang, what did you think I was referring to?
Really? You wish to take place of Chef?
Yes!
On behalf of everyone, I offer you gratitude. To be honest, today had been slow, and if we'd be close up early, I'd be financial disaster.
I'm sorry the accident had to occur at such an unfortunate time. However, you have nothing to worry about now that I'm here.
Well then, I take Chef to clinic right away. I'll return soon as possible, so please take care of restaurant now.
Just leave everything to me. All right, you two. It's time to get busy. We have to get all these orders out in a jiffy, so roll up your sleeves and get to cooking.
Miss Noel, I'm glad to see you're prepared to take care of all the customers' orders. But first, our own hunger must be sated.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot in all of the excitement. Don't worry, I'll whip up something right away.
I can see where this is going. It's nowhere good.
1,000 thanks.
There's not a lot of pufferfish simmered in peppers and spices, but is there anything else simpler that you guys would like?
Well, given the situation, I can hardly justify being too choosy. Wouldn't you agree, Master Carl? Is something the matter, Master Carl?
I'll eat later. Much later.
Ooh, Carl knows about Noel's cooking.
Carl? I thought you were hungry.
I can wait, really. Master Bang, go ahead and eat first. I'll help with the customer service side of things while you're eating.
Good idea. I'll be too busy in the kitchen to take people's orders.
Ah, of course. I see your plan now. Once I've finished my meal, we switch places and your turn to eat arrives.
Yes.
Ah, when will you eat then, Noel?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I'm the type of person who can get full just by cooking food and not necessarily eating it.
Oh, I see. Perhaps you taste the food as you cook then.
I don't really do any tasting when I cook. How can I put this? It's like I can actually feel the spices and how they'll affect the taste of the dish. When I'm on, I become one with the dish I'm making. I can taste the colors.
Okay, Remy, settle it down there and get back to Ratatouille.
Good heavens! You must be a master chef of the highest order. I await your culinary delights.
No, I'm nowhere near being a real chef. I just happen to enjoy cooking. A lot. Oh, that's right. Carl, you've tried some of my cooking while we were in the academy. You always seem to enjoy it.
Yes, I've tried your cooking.
Ooh, what manner of delicious dish did she fix for you?
That was... I don't even know what to say, or what it was called, but it looked really fluffy on the outside, the middle was quite moist, and the center was harder than a diamond.
I remember. That was my special chocolate banana mousse.
Mousse? You actually considered that mousse?
What's the matter, Carl? You've gotten yourself all worked up.
Ha ha! No doubt he has simply reminded himself of how wonderfully delicious the chocolate mousse was. Ah, now I want to try it. This delicious mousse.
Say goodbye to all of your teeth.
Huh? Did you say something, Carl?
Oh, nothing of importance. Anyway, as nice as it is to reminisce, shouldn't you be in the kitchen preparing for the day ahead?
Oh my gosh, you're right. Well, first up is something for you, Mr. Bang.
I anxiously await your return.
Huh? You sure you want to wait here, sis? No, I don't blame you, to be honest. The atrocities that will be committed against the culinary arts in that kitchen will be too much to bear. I'm not sure I have the courage. Anyway, please wait here with Mr. Bang. I understand. I intend to do everything in my power.
By the gods, I'm excited! Sister of Master Carl, what sort of cooking might you enjoy?
Uh-oh.
That sounds rather, well, I hope every one of them is all right. As they say, an empty stomach is the best spice. I'm sure I'll enjoy whatever may come out.
Thank you for waiting.
Thought the plate that Carl nervously held in one hand was something. What that something was defied description. I'm sorry. I just realized what the music was doing. I thought it was something to do with Nirvana, but no. It's about the cooking. Oh, God. Didn't sit on the plate as so much as squat malevolently, hating all and being hated by all.
This...
A Kagutsuchi pufferfish simmered in peppers and spices.
She cooked the signature dish?
Yes, she cooked that. I believe her exact words were, "If I don't at least try to make this dish, I'd not only be a failure as a chef, but I'd be a failure as a human being. I guarantee this will knock Mr. Bing's socks off."
I am stunned. Truly amazed. You may convey to her that my socks have been knocked well and truly off.
Oh, bang.
Bon appetit.
Well, I suppose that it is possible that the worse a dish looks, the better it tastes.
Wait, where's the fucking... No, wasn't there a, Don't... There it is. I think the screenshot says it all.
I'd advise you to eat it while it's still hot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to take care of the other customers. Sis, I'm afraid I'm gonna need your help.
Miss Noel put her heart and soul into cooking this dish. To refuse it would be to dishonor the burning passion of her soul. No, that cannot come to pass. I, Bang Shishigami, will gladly eat this meal. Now, I begin.
Oh boy. Is the choir really necessary, game?
What the hell was that? Did someone just get hit by a truck?
Hi, Ragna.
Nothing you need to concern yourself.
Hi, Jin.
Anyway, may I take your order?
Let me see. Oh, this looks pretty good. I'll take the Kagutsuchi pufferfish.
Oh no.
Thank you very much. And for you,
Well, if you're having that, brother, then so will I.
Like, you will have the same thing as Ragna too.
Why is she still fucking Valley Girl? Please don't tell me you're gonna be talking long. I got enough in the last gag reel. Thank you very much.
Hal wants the catatonic puppy fish too. Huh? And make it extra large. No.
since it's come to this, why am I even trying anymore? To all our beloved customers, I humbly apologize, but there's been a little accident in the kitchen, and as a result, we can only prepare the Kagutsuchi pufferfish simmered in peppers and spices today.
Really? Well, I suppose I will have one of those.
Oh no.
One more here, please. Thanks, little guy.
Oh
An establishment that rates only a single star dares to dictate what I shall eat? This unconscionable arrogance cannot stand. But Princess, I want the pufferfish!
Oh, yes! It sounds positively fabulous. One for me, please.
Very well then, if you insist. We will have 3 orders of this puffed fish. Do try and make at least one of them edible.
no. Oh, Rachel, you have no idea.
I think I'll have one of those too.
Uh-oh.
You hear that, Tsubaki? You're okay with the Kagutsuchi pufferfish, right?
Let's just get everybody in the cast here. Just blow them all up in one shot. There we go. Game over. No more games. The third game. Just the third game. The third game doesn't exist. Neither does the fourth, technically. Then again, that is a parody, so it might exist.
Yes, that sounds good. Thank you very much. Now, if you would all be so kind as to just wait a little while your food is being prepared.
Interesting design there. Oh, God.
I appreciate your patience, everyone. Please enjoy your meals.
Now, let's dig in!
Here we go. I'm going to kill you, New.
Finally, my fuel cells are running low.
Thank you for this food we are about to eat.
Carl slowly turned his head and surveyed the scene unfolding within the restaurant, taking in the carnage for which he was partially responsible. Sitting on each and every table in the restaurant was a Kagutsuchi puffer fish simmered in peppers and spices, each with one small bite taken out of it. Stretching on the ground were most of the customers' patrons who were, until a moment ago, perfectly healthy and not covered in their own vomit. However, one person remained upright in his seat. Not only did he look completely unaffected by the culinary horror set before him, he actually seemed to be enjoying it. Tager or Hazama? Carl, assuming that lack of sleep, food, or horrific smells of Noel's cooking have driven him insane, can only assume that he's hallucinating, for he cannot believe his eyes.
Impossible! How can you possibly eat that?
It is Hazama. Oh my. Whoa. Hey, there's even Arachne there. Oh boy. Who's that in the wall? Is that Tsubaki? It might be. The man who seemed hell-bent on destroying his taste buds was none other than Hazama.
My goodness. This Kagutsuchi pufferfish is... I mean... words cannot describe... Oh, so good. Please, I would just love to meet the wonderful chef who prepared this exquisite dish.
No, Tsubaki's right there. Who the hell is in the wall? There's Ragna, there's Tao, there's Arachne. I think I see a bit of Tager there. There's Hazama, there's Jin. Yeah, I don't know who it could be.
Yes? Did somebody call me?
Okay. Okay. So, that was the gag reel. That was the hilarious, humorous path for Noel's story. Next time we go on to the bad ending. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later. Bye-bye.